What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Ray Kage, and I'm back with another video for the wrestling community. And I'm here with your boy.
It's the kid. It's not quite a myth because I'm always here, motherfucker. It's that kid, Young Sever the Bond, repping that Nets and Five. Keep alive. What's good with y'all, motherfuckers? It's H3T.
Yeah, you make me want to go get my Knicks hat, but you know how we doing it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. As to start, because we have to say thank you for this today because it's just it was just shitty. I mean, my head is like hurting. I don't even know why I tried to watch this in 2 hours. Like, I don't even know why I tried to like do this shit. And I'm not even gonna spaz on the most important part where I'm upset. I'm just gonna let it run down the card before that happens because I just feel like there was just a lot of things thrown in. There were a lot of well, there was some good matches overall, but
What's there?
there was good matches overall.
What's
And
there?
then there was like confusing ass matches that I couldn't understand for some apparent motherfucking reason. With that being said, I'm gonna let yo boy, Severman, young Severman, the youngest Severman there's ever been, right? Correct? I
The
said it right?
youngest of the seven men.
Hey, I said it right. All right, look. So I'm gonna need your opinion on the first match of the card, which was look, the thing was so shitty that I even forgot which one it was. What was the first one? Oh, it was
Drew
Drew
AJ.
and AJ. I don't even know why they started off. It felt like the main event. I'm not gonna lie. Oh boy, Drew and AJ. Oh shit, my bad. And Miz because he ended up cashing in halfway through the motherfucking match, which was not expected at all because I felt like he was just gonna ride with the fucking uh Money in the Bank contract longer than this, but it was a great match until he cashed in. And then when he cashed in, all this stuff started to happen with the big ass dude, Omos, that's his name. And he's chasing away John Morrison. And Miz literally cashed in for no fucking reason. But that's besides the fucking point. And then you got Drew retaining like he was going to regardless. He was gonna be AJ Styles if they were 1-on-1. But I don't fucking understand why they have to drop the Money in the Bank contract this fucking soon. Doesn't he have until like WrestleMania to cash in? We're like what? We're in 12. We got 4 months left. He could have held that shit for the next pay per view at least. And I'm upset that there was another failed cash in. Last time we got a successful cash in, I don't even remember when it was. I don't even. I'm speechless. What do you think about the match?
Well, first of all, I'm happy to hear how pessimistic you're being about this entire pay-per-view because I thought I was gonna be the negative Nancy that was gonna come in here and be like, oh, Sever fucking hates everything. I'm glad it's not just me because this was fucking ass, bro. I'm watching this shit and I'm like, first of all, I don't fuck with Drew McIntyre at all, so this is cool, but it's fucking Drew McIntyre, and I'm like, well, it's AJ Styles in this bitch, so I'm like, okay, maybe he's gonna find a way to carry this shit. And for a little bit with the creativity of doing the calf killer, which for some reason we call Crusher. I just fucking noticed that. The fucking calf killer on the fucking chair and the ladder. I thought that joint, I thought those were cool spots. And I'm like, okay, this is, again, another challenge for Drew McIntyre to overcome. And he got the muff. I thought his name was Almost. You're teaching me something different. You got
Almost
this.
or something like that.
You got this bowl looking motherfucker.
And that's not even his real name. Effing Matt Riddle just gave him a nickname, and they just stuck with it.
That's disgusting. You got him standing on the outside of the ring, and I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna come in, and it's gonna be some type of shenanigans where like he gets the belt, and there's gonna be this thing of, oh damn, who's the real WWE champion? Is it this dude or is it AJ Styles? Nope. They just have him there so he could pick up the Miz like a baby and walk the fuck out the room with John Morrison. And if there is one theme of 2020 that has just gotten under my skin, it's the fact that motherfuckers is out here freestyling. For people who don't know what that means, motherfuckers is out here just making making shit up off the top of their head and just running with it. When the fuck has there ever been a rule when there's an active match, you can cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase and be added to a match? They're just making shit up at this point, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
The same thing happened when Seth Rollins cashed in on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
You're right. You're right.
It's not the first time this thing has happened.
You're right.
I just want to point that out. There's always been like a rule where you can do that mid-match.
You're right. And now that you've said that, that was actually the only issue I had with this match. So now that that's been cleared up, I've got no issue with them. I didn't like it because I don't like Drew McIntyre, but now that you've cleared that up, I don't have any issue with how that match ended because you're about to go to the Royal Rumble and that feeds into the WrestleMania storyline. So are you going to take that off of Drew when you just gave him the belt? I don't have an issue with it. My issue was the cash, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? But you're right. They've done that before.
Normally they normally just do it like after the match. After the match ends, someone wins, and then boom, someone's music hits, someone runs down and tries to cash in on a motherfucker. But the first time I believe they did that was with Seth Rollins, if I'm not mistaken. And Seth Rollins actually won that match, which I honestly thought that The Miz was going to win after he cashed in. But I don't even know why I thought that. I thought it would have been cool because, you know, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. I think he deserves it at this point, but shit. Nope. Something else happened, and now the whole reason for the cash in was no reason, and yeah.
So much for that Otis push, huh?
Right, in my point. There was no point in taking the briefcase off of Otis if you were just gonna do that. Yep. If you were gonna do that, why wasn't it Otis that came out with Tucker, and then just lost the fucking belt? The fucking briefcase to begin with. That's just the thing that's upsetting me. What the fuck was the point in having Miz win it, and what the fuck was the point in Miz cashing it in this soon if the Miz was just gonna end up losing like Otis was gonna do it? Like, yeah. And why the fuck did the Miz cash in on the WWE Championship instead of the Universal Championship, which was literally down the card? I'm just baffled. I've never seen someone cash in for the Intercontinental Championship or the U.S. title, but that would have been cool. But the fucking fact that the fucking IC title was on the pre-show in a fucking 8-man tag, and on top of that, the U.S. title wasn't nowhere to be seen unless it's walking down the ramp after something happened. Shit. I don't know no more. I just don't know with WWE. It's like I watch it just for to know what the fuck's happening. Just because of that. It's not like I'm entertained with it like that anymore. It's like I'm just entertained about certain things they do. When they did the Fiend stuff, that was great. But then they started making him lose to Goldberg and making him lose to this person and this person, and then it just got repetitive. And now it's like, what the fuck are we watching? Why the fuck are we paying $10 a fucking month when we could just wait for this shit to air on YouTube in fucking cutscenes, and we will be good and we'll know what the fuck's going on.
Can I jump in and just say, for your viewers, if you're watching this shit and you're not subscribed to this man, please subscribe to this man. Listen to this man's deep dive on the fucking opener to TLC, the bullshit ass Drew McIntyre match. Y'all gotta subscribe to this man. Cares. This man is for the culture. Subscribe to this man. Come the fuck on. You can't make up passion like that. Y'all better subscribe to this motherfucker, because I don't give a shit. But this man is oozing with passion. I fucks with you, bro. That was wonderful. That was we just getting started. You spitting.
Yeah, right. I feel like my heart just left half of it, and the other half is gonna try to tirelessly continue into this video. But I just wanted to get that shit out of the way first of all. And yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, overall, the match, knowing the concept and everything, out of 10, I'll give it a 7. It wasn't the worst technical match, but it wasn't the best, and it wasn't like, you know, Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles in that ladder match that they had a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just how I feel. Out of 10, what do you give this match? Because
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give this motherfucker out of 10. I'm gonna give this motherfucker. I'm gonna say a 6 because again, it's not like the match itself was bad. It's just everything surrounding it with the failed cash in and Drew kind of whipping the shit out of AJ Styles for a boot. 20 minutes. I mean, that was AJ's. That wasn't like Dolph. That was fucking AJ
that
Styles.
was Chad Gable. That was AJ Styles, bro. That was that was
That's a solid 6 for me.
fun.
It's a solid 6.
A solid 6. I don't blame you. I give it a 7 just because of the concept, but I do feel like it would have been better if towards the end, even if it was the same match, but towards the end, instead of Drew coming like trying to get it, I feel like John Morrison's agile enough to lose almost and like try to squeeze back in and push Drew off, and then just have Miz go up there, or just AJ coming back like doing like a what you call them kicks.
The Pele kick. The Pele kick.
No, not the Pele kick, not the Pele kick. The ones they do when they're at the line. It's dang, I forgot how you call the kicks.
In Zaguri?
Enziguri? No, not this. Yeah, in Enziguri. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and Enziguri on Morrison, and then just going up there and just getting the title. But a Pele kick would have been body doper. You never know.
Just did that shit on a ladder. That would have been hard.
If you would have done that on a Pele kick off the ladder.
Yeah.
No, you want to see it.
That shit would have been hard.
We just need to DM the motherfucker to try to do it.
That shit would have been hard.
That's just what it is. Anyway, 7-6 out of 10 for that opening match. Hope you guys are enjoying this video because this is about to be a long ass motherfucking video. Next match on the card was
Sasha Carmella. Carmella.
Sasha versus Carmella. Listen, I'm gonna go first on this motherfucker because I just gotta say, Sasha Banks can carry any motherfucker through a match and at least make that shit an 8 out of 10. I just commend Sasha Banks for it. Let's all just be honest. Carmella is literally what WWE wanted to do with Lana, and it didn't work.
Ooh.
Let's just all be honest.
I like that.
That's just what they're going for, and I appreciate that they try to get someone new to fight Sasha and lose. But honestly, the only good thing I see of this is that Sasha Banks is still your WWE Women's Champion, and she still has a long reign ahead of her. Thank the Lord. That's all I got to say. I believe that match was a great match. Solid 8 out of 10 for me.
That was a really fire take right there. That she's basically what they wanted to do with Lana. I think that's a fire ass take. And if anyone takes anything from this shit, it should be that. That's a fire ass take, and I like that. I think you are very generous. I thought the match was horrible. And again, that has nothing to do with Sasha Banks. Like you said, she can carry anything. She can have a match with a paper bag and it would be amazing. It's not Sasha's fault. It's just I am not sold on Carmella in any way, shape, or form. I didn't think that shit was cute when she was with that short motherfucker and that tall dude whose tag team I forgot. Who the fuck was that motherfucker that said 7 feet tall? You can't teach that.
Oh, Enzo Amore.
Yeah,
and Big Cass.
Them. That shit wasn't cute then. That shit wasn't cute when she did the solo thing when she was from Brooklyn or some shit like that. That shit wasn't
An
cute.
island dog. That's where she from.
Shit wasn't cute. That shit wasn't cute when she had the fucking tag team with R-Truth. That shit wasn't cute. That she has never been entertaining to me. I don't even think she's that good at wrestling. Now, again, you're probably looking at me and saying, young seven man, the youngest of the seven men, the greatest there has ever been. You ain't never set foot in the ring. I beat your ass, blah, 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 blah. Sure, I bet you would. I bet you would. You whip my ass all up and down the street. Yes, you would. Howsoever, I am the consumer. I'm the one sitting here having to watch this bullshit. And I do this every pay-per-view. I sit here and I miss time when the bathroom break should be. I should have did it on that one. I have had to pee for 5 hours, and I should have went during this match. Ass on a stick. Again, I'm going to give it a 6, not only because I want to keep the consistency of this pay-per-view was mid, to say the least. Not only from the fact that I want to give it somewhat higher than a 5 because Sasha Banks is that woman, but also because I want to push the narrative that 6 inches is enough, goddammit. That's the narrative I'm trying to push out this motherfucker, goddammit. That's my true intentions, goddammit. 6 is enough.
What the fuck does that have to do with
6 is enough, motherfucker. 6 is enough.
Okay, first of all, you're right about the 6 part, about the fact that it's a 6 match. The only reason why I bumped it up 2 to 8 was because of the fact that Corey Graves was literally just fucking drooling all over Carmella every time she did something right. But the thing is that they date in real life, so it's like it's like whatever, I guess. But it was just so funny to me. That's why, plus, Sasha is like great at wrestling. I believe that when she smacked the shit out of that dude, whatever his name is, that was like the best thing of the night, just because it really pushes the narrative that that's what they did to us the whole pay-per-view. But besides that, for me, it's still an 8. I like the match. I feel like it was the max thing they could do with what they had. First, Carmella isn't built like that to have those fire matches. Let's say if Carmella was over, do you feel like it would still be an 8 match, even though everything the same? The only difference is Carmella's over.
No.
You still think it's a 6 match?
Still 6.
Still 6. Okay. Well,
because we're in a different era. Like you got to be able to fucking wrestle. This isn't the mid 2000s where it's like if you're cool, great. Like, yeah. Like those days are gone. You have to be fucking talented now. You can't just have a good brand and a cool gimmick and a story. Them days are over. If The Undertaker debuted today, we'd say get the fuck out of here. If Jeff Hardy debuted today, we'd say get the fuck out of here. You have to actually be a talented wrestler today.
I can say yeah, but the thing with Carmella, I feel like the only reason why she's still like where she's at is just mainly because she's a really good talker. She can cut a promo real good.
Can she?
She can, yeah. Well, not as good as the 5 stars, but she's a solid 3.
Is she?
She's a solid 3 out of 5, and when it comes to promos, she's pretty good at what she's given. And on the fact that she has to say the words the way the gimmick is built, if that makes sense.
If I can name 5 people who give better promos who are in that type of division, would you walk back what you just said? If I can name 5 people right now who are active wrestlers.
Yes.
Okay. Nia Jax.
No.
White.
No, you can't start with her. You can't start with her. You can't.
White.
Nia Jax hasn't even talked in like fucking 3 years already. What the fuck?
Nia Jax?
Nia Jax can't talk for shit.
What?
Well, she can grab a mic and be like, "I'm The Rock's cousin," but that's all she can fucking say. Bruh, no, that's a disqualification. Anybody but Nia Jax. Say anybody's name but Nia Jax, please. Please. For me, please.
We'll leave this Nia Jax conversation alone because
We'll
we got a
have a
whole
whole
card to
video
go
about
through.
it. I don't give a damn. We could do that.
Bet.
Just
We will
give me
do a
5 people
whole
that
video
Nia
of me defending Nia Jax against the
Yes.
internet.
Yes.
Bet.
Yes.
But for the sake of this particular argument, I'll name you 5 more just so you can walk this nasty ass take back.
Okay.
As far as promos go, you got. I'm gonna give you Bailey.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you fucking Nikki Cross.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you Sasha Banks.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you Charlotte. Hell, Shayna Baszler's pretty entertaining on the mic.
Her voice is like.
Both of the Iconics are better on the mic.
You can't count them now. They're not in the act. They're not together no more. Sure.
Okay. The one who is trying to link up in the tag team with Asuka tonight is better. Am I wrong? That's 7 so far. I've just named 7 people who give better promos than Carmella.
I feel like Nikki Cross isn't one of them though.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think Nikki Cross is like. I think Nikki Cross is a solid 3, but I don't think that she's like better on the mic than Carmella. Carmella's a solid 3, dog. She's a solid 3.
Natalia,
yeah, Natalia's a 4. Yeah.
so that's 7.
Yeah.
I just named 7 people better at promos than her.
Yeah, but she's still a solid 3. She's a solid 3. When you have her go against Natalia, who's gonna carry them in promos? Natalia, correct? Right. So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Like, what the fuck you want me to say? I feel like she's a 3. Like, let's leave it at that. I'm not gonna take it back because, yeah, they're better than her in some extent, but the argument wasn't that there isn't people better than her. It's just she's a solid 3. What?
Pick me. I'm going to name someone who is a legitimate 3 that knocks this motherfucker down to 4.
Okay.
Excuse me, 2.
Okay.
Asuka. And we don't even know what she's saying.
Bro, what the fuck?
Are you saying she better than Asuka?
No, Asuka's like a 5, dog.
She's a 5? She's a 5?
Asuka's a 5. You don't know what the fuck's going on, but she's trying to tell you something. Asuka's a 5.
I know Carmella is paying your rent. And when I find out what bank it's coming from, I'm going to shut that whole shit down, bro. I'm not going to let you sit here and speak positively on her like this. I'm disgusted by this take. She can't even spell fabulous.
It is what it is, I guess. It is what it is, right? Hey, we can't do anything else about it. Let's just go to the next match before we start, throwing jabs at each other all the way from New York, all the way to California, and then back.
This motherfucker said 3-star. New Day versus Hurt Business.
Match of the night. Yeah, we
sure.
we all hope we can say that someday, right? I mean,
sure.
It was a good match, I guess. The right people won, which is the best part about it. Besides that, I don't know what else to say. Like, the Hurt Business is doing great. I feel like they're the ones that should have won, just because the New Day isn't really the New Day without Big E. I feel like they can probably change their gimmick a little bit and be named differently, and then we'll take them serious. But you can't just have the same New Day spirit without one of the main people from the New Day. Yeah. That's the problem with New Day. And I like the fact that they lost, because now that they lost, they can do a redemption story where they're thinking about what the fuck they've been doing.
Yeah.
And then be like, hey, I'm Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
I'm Xavier Woods. We're like 15, 17-time WWE Tag Team Champions.
Yeah.
Kofi's a one-time WWE champion. They're better than that, you know? They could do this little serious redemption shit and people will take them serious.
Yeah.
But you can't just have them act like the New Day with no Big E.
Yeah.
I would like to mention that this was TLC and it was a brand together pay-per-view. It would have been dope to see Big E come out with them. I'm just saying.
That's a very valid point.
I mean, they were in the same motherfucking building. They're probably in the same building any fucking day anyway. And the fact that Big E was on a pre-show is like, we know he's there. Like, might as well just make him go outside with them. You know, just be like, hey, we're bringing back our dog just because MVP's here too. Yeah, that. Or something like that. The one thing I don't agree with is what the fuck happened with the fucking U.S. Championship? Why the fuck wasn't it defended?
If I'm Bobby Lashley and I feel like I've put in enough work and my arms are the size of a small bear, and I walk up to Vince and say, I don't feel like wrestling tonight, I'm going to let that motherfucker sit down. If he said, I don't want to go out there and wrestle, I'm not going to be the guy that says, no, fuck that, go out there. That man's arms is as big as my Christmas tree.
Which I can see from the corner over there, just the box art. You know, it's fantastic. Great design, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Just as well as your sofa. Pretty good.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Just giving you compliments because you're doing
12. 12.
I'm sorry, crazy.
But you know. Oh.
It's an 11 though. Hey, I'm gonna got you on that one. Yeah. It's probably an 11 too. You just. Yeah.
And you know something? That's what I felt like they did with this match. When it started and it was just the New Day just fucking up the Hurt Business, I'm like, oh, this is when I can take that bathroom break. But then there was like this weird shift and it turned into an entertaining match. And towards the end, there was like the little thing where like Cedric Alexander like tagged himself in and Shelton Benjamin wasn't
even
here
before that. When Alexander came in and he like did that little spin kick and then it turned into whatever Benjamin did with the little forward shit. That was a nice, little rotation shit. I like that. Yeah.
It was actually a very good match. Like all jokes, like we're talking shit right now, but all jokes aside, it was a very good match.
Yeah, it was a solid 7.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's a 7, and it was better than the Carmella match. So I'm gonna make that match a 7 too, because I'm not gonna make the Carmella match a 8 and have this match as a 7. I'm just gonna put that out there. Just saying.
I'll take it a step further. I'll say it's an 8.
Oh shit.
In comparison to the other matches, I mean, like
it was a 7 just because at the start it started slow.
That's fair.
But towards the end, it kind of got me. It was gonna be a 6.
Yeah.
It was gonna be a 6, and then they hit me with the little, swift moves and shit like that. That's just a 7, dog. That's just a C.
Yeah.
At best, and it's passing too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Swiftly passing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next match on the card.
Asuka. Mystery opponent. Miss Jax, Miss Baszler.
Yeah, that. Charlotte motherfucking Flair. What the fuck?
You had me hyped up. I thought it was gonna be
the Kabuki Warriors, dog.
I thought it was gonna be Kairi Sane. You had me hyped up.
Kairi Sane, dog. And the fucking worst part is that they actually won.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Do you feel?
But who would have took the pinfall though? Who would have took the pinfall?
It couldn't be Charlotte
because she just got back. So Oscar loses? Like,
Nah, dog. We haven't seen Charlotte in a fucking minute. No one's gonna beat Oscar. Motherfucking counter. I don't give a fucking damn. Anything but that. A DQ. Anything.
okay, yeah.
Anything. Well, there's ways around this shit, dog. I don't know
Yeah.
if you learned it, but this is wrestling, dog. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn. Charlotte Flair came back. Cool. Congratulations. There's no fucking way that she can fucking win fucking title that fucking fast. First of all. Second of all, yes, we're not gonna have the women's champion fucking lose just like that in a fucking tag match. So she's fucking safe. But we're not gonna make these two people, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, two people that are actually working hard to make the tag team division of the women as best as they can, to lose to nobody just because they're somebody. The only reason why I think they won is because Ric Flair was back there with them. That's it. Let's just call it. It was just because of Ric Flair. That's it.
That's fair.
It was just Ric Flair. I'm just gonna say it. And he probably whooped himself all the way to the titles too, because he probably took pictures with them and shit. He's like, I'm a 17-time. Yeah.
Hey, bro, can you give me like...
Anyway, guys, before we were rudely interrupted by Young Seven Man, I just want to keep it a buck with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. Nia Jax, yeah, she might not be the greatest wrestler, and Shayna Baszler might be one of the best wrestlers without promo skills in a minute, but shit, they were better than having fucking Charlotte Flair. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be pretty entertaining just because Charlotte Flair is probably gonna talk to fucking Asuka and not know what the fuck Asuka's saying back, just cause that's the. But it would have been good and great to have the Kabuki Warriors because they could be talking shit together. That's the thing. They could be talking shit together, and that's what breaks my heart. My little Eddie heart. I'm sorry, my little King heart. I'm sorry. I had to say myself. Yeah.
And see, when you had said what you had said just then, that had made me go back into my mental recesses, and I was like, oh, word, because what you said was like, like it was like that, like it was like, because of what you had just said in one clip. God damn. Again, what you had said just then.
Yeah. Anybody but Charlotte should have been it. Kabuki Warriors should have been it. And yeah, that's the end of story. Next fucking match. Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, ratings. Yeah, ratings. The match.
Ratings.
It's a 6.
6 inches is enough.
It's a 6 for me.
6 is enough.
It's a 6. Yeah. Next match on the card was.
No. I know what you're going to say, and the answer is wrong. The answer you're about to say is wrong. The next match is 2020 versus Drew McIntyre and 2021. I want you to defend this shit. I want you to defend why the fuck I sat there and I watched a computer animated 2020, like the actual number 2020, come down to the ring and try to fuck up Drew McIntyre and the entire WWE roster, including a computer animated number 2021, tag team this motherfucker into the dirt and whip his ass. I want you to defend that shit.
I didn't see that.
Oh, it was bad.
What is that?
It was worse than Dolph Ziggler dressed up as Colonel Sanders for KFC.
Wait, you're being serious? Is an actual 20?
This actually happened, bro. I'm not making. This is not a bit. This is not a joke.
Like a commercial shit?
Like as soon as the match ended, the number 2020 came out and started fighting Drew McIntyre. You missed it.
Started fighting Drew McIntyre?
Started fighting Drew McIntyre. The number 2020 came out and had a match with Drew McIntyre, followed by the rest of the locker room. Now, I'm assuming it was a commercial because ain't no way they had all these, because fucking John Cena was in it too. So I was like, this has to be a clip. But I just wanted to let you know that was one of the matches. I'm going to give that motherfucker a straight 2.
Give it
because
a
I
one.
laughed. I laughed, but that shit's a 2.
I'll give it a 1, dog.
Bet.
Bruh, I see it. It sounds like shit. It's probably like, we defeated 2020.
Yep.
We going to 2021, knowing the fuck that we still gonna be through this shit in 2021, at least to start off with.
Yep.
Anyway.
Next match after that, Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens.
Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. That right there was the match of the night. That right there. Legitly match of the night. It was a great match. I like the fact that Kevin Owens superplexed the head of the fucking table onto a chair. Haha, get it? Get the pun? Yeah. Anyway, that little brain buster shit was lit. I like the fact that there was back and forths all the time. I didn't enjoy the fact that Jimmy Uso has to be in every motherfucking thing, but in the long run, the other one is injured right now, man.
Oh, okay.
But I'm assuming, and this is my idea, and this is why WWE should hire me. And I could religiously have spoken about this. The thing is that I make up so much good shit on my head that I think that for Vince, it won't be good shit. But I feel like for all of us, it will be. So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think that when the other Uso, I believe is Jimmy, comes out of his little injury shit, he's actually going to be opposed to Jay and Roman, just like Jay at the beginning. And then Jimmy, is going to have a match with Roman. With Jimmy. And then Roman. And then it's going to end up being that he's just going to get fucked up. And then he's going to join them. I just feel like that's just going to happen. It's bound to happen. And then after that, we just slid the rock. Both of the Usos switch sides. And they all fuck up Roman. That's the best thing, though. Real shit.
What if, and we are freestyling here because, there's not really much to talk about in this match. It was filler, but I'm gonna throw something out there. It's not realistic. It's not based on anything. I don't watch this shit. I'm just making shit up here. What if they do everything you just said, but instead of The Rock coming back, CM Punk comes back? CM Punk comes back, fucks up Roman Reigns. Whoever the fuck else that they're building up takes the title off Punk. Same thing that happened to Punk. Rock comes back, has a little thing with Cena. Punk's entire shit's over after the Summer of Punk or whatever you want to call that shit. What if they do the same thing, but instead of Rock taking the belt from Punk, it's Punk taking taking the belt from Roman?
I don't know. I feel like that'll be too predictable.
Okay.
It'll be like too noticeable, if you will. It's like I hated the person you used to be, so I'm gonna become you. That's the type of shit I'm getting. But in the other case, I'm more than happy to welcome back CM Punk, even though he's probably gonna be like 47 years old if he comes back. Yep. Yeah. He's like in his 30s now, so it's gonna be tough. Yeah. Besides that, the match rating for B was an 8. It was an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an 8. I like it was a lot of, storytelling on it with the story that they could have used, just because they really didn't go back and be like, hey, when Kevin was the Universal Champion, he was the bad guy and Roman was the babyface. They weren't even talking about that shit. They just been like, oh, I'm head of the table. There was even a SmackDown where fucking Kevin Owens sat on the head of the table and he was like, well, I'm the head of the table. It was I don't know, but for some reason everyone's arguing to be the head of the table. I'm on a table right now. I'm on the head of it, and I'm guessing that you are too. So I want to know what the fuck is up. Like, you trying to scrap for it? I'm trying to be the head of the table, dog. Like, everything.
No, you got it, bro. Like, no, like I see you over there. Like, no, you ain't got the sleeves on. You know, you trying to show me what's good. You know, that's you. That's you. That's you. We ain't got to scrap for shit. That's you. That's you. Yeah. No,
But
that's
you're
you.
like, yeah. So what happened was, yeah, that.
I mean,
Anyway, it was solid 8. It was a good match. I want to talk more about the next match, but you can go ahead with your take about this match, just because it is what it is.
I don't really have much of an opinion on it. I mean, I like what they're doing with Roman Reigns. I just kind of want this particular chapter of it to be over because.
And I don't want to sound homo as fuck, and I'm
Mm,
not gay, and I just want to say that, but.
mm.
Can we just acknowledge the fact that Roman looks good without a shirt? let's just say that. Just because it's been like so pushed up in our mouth of him having a fucking jacket, and it's
Mhm.
fucking great to like see him like wear something else. Well, not wear anything at all. Well, I
Mhm.
don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to say. I just know that if he changes attire, he would be dope. But we have him with no attire, so it's still the same thing. It's dope.
This is when you tag me in
Yeah.
because thank you because I am gay and I'll
Yeah.
tell you
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I have been waiting for the longest time. I'm like, hey, yo, take the vest off, my guy. Like, let's see what's going on. Take that goddamn vest off. Come on. And then he finally does, and I'm like, uh, I'm good. I'm
I,
good.
I just want to acknowledge that he looks better without it. Let's just like he looks better without the vest because look and listen. The reason why I said that wasn't to be homophobic or anything like that,
Mm.
but he doesn't have the vest on, so nobody feels like he's trying to do some shield shit. It fits with his fucking character. This is what the fuck I'm trying to say. I guess that just snapped in my head. I'm just trying to say that if he had the fucking vest on and he's been doing the same shit he's doing right now, we would have thought he's still in the fucking shield.
See,
And I just want to acknowledge the fact he still has the fucking same song. Can we just fucking change that too, please?
yeah.
Lord, please help me. Have
See,
seen Paul. I mean, have Paul Heyman try to give him like a generic one, just like they did Keith Lee, which is fucking awful. But
see, you're talking like the brand and the story, and I was talking about nipples. So I feel like I was the one that was off track here. I agree. Definitely, definitely. The change is welcome, and the music should change as well. It is very Shield like. Very, very Shield
But you
like.
seem to amaze me sometimes, dog. You're funny as fuck. You're like,
I, t-
oh, I was talking about nipples. Like, I don't know what the fuck you were talking about,
I
but I'm
was
here for it
lost.
now. Now that you clarified it, I'm good.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
shit, I don't know. I just gotta be like, it is what it is. I'm gonna name this title, the name of the title, TLC 2020 review. It is what it is. That's just
It is what it is.
yeah. Next match on the card. Wait, you gave your
Uh,
rating for that one yet? For Roman?
you said 8, I'll say 8. I don't care.
Okay, great. Next match on the card was The Fiend, Bray
Why
Wyatt,
did they always kill him?
and the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, the Viper, the third generation superstar, Randy Keith Orton.
Why do they always kill him?
I have no motherfucking idea. Let's just fucking acknowledge the fact that when he got burned, it wasn't him actually getting burned, people.
No,
So please do not worry about his health and well-being.
no,
He is okay.
he's fine.
He's fine. I saw it when he was on the floor at the end when he threw the light, the fucking match on him. Dog, he didn't have no fingers. That wasn't the Fiend.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
just
he's
a
fine.
fucking plastic blue or some shit like that.
He's fine.
It was a fucking wearable condom that's just too big with fucking stuffing on it. That's all it was. So let's just all like calm the fuck down. It wasn't the fucking real thing because WWE barely does real things anyway. So let's not think that this was actually real. I just want to say, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I feel like I've been saying this a lot just because it's like, oh no, the Fiend, he has to be protected. He's the next Undertaker. He's this, he's that. And I don't want to feel like I'm a fucking bias, but why the fuck you have him lose to every motherfucker? I'm not saying that losing to Randy Orton was a bad thing. It could be that Randy Orton conquered his demons, and then on Monday he'll be like, haha, bitch, you thought you killed me. I'm gonna beat your ass, and then I'm gonna beat you in the next pay-per-view. But that's okay. We're gonna see another match regardless. But my fucking thing is, he fucking lost to Goldberg, never got his title back. He fucking lost to
Braun Strowman.
For no fucking reason, because he just ended up beating his ass the next time around. Then he loses to fucking Randy just to fucking beat his ass next time. It's just what it is. I just feel like they're just playing 50-50 on him. And it should be 80-20, dog. The Fiend should be winning as much fucking matches until everyone stops giving a fuck about him. How the fuck are you gonna have someone over like John Cena and fucking actually push him to the point where everyone hates him and you're still pushing him? But then you have someone that's over and then you push, and then when everyone's still willing to spend money on him, he's like, haha, bitch, you thought. And they just cut his ass. And then they're like, oh, no, but we need him. He's a part-timer, so we need an actual full-timer with the belt. I don't even know what to say. I just am disgusted. I'm just disgusted. Literally disgusted. The Fiend shouldn't be losing every fucking match. At least have Bray Wyatt lose. And if it was the Fiend lose after 20 curb stomps. How about that? Get the pun? Because everyone hated that Hell in a Cell. Because it ended in a fucking, what? DQ. Yeah. In a fucking Hell in a Cell match. I'm not even going to get started with that motherfucking match. But I would like to say that this year's almost over. And I feel like on the 30th of this month, or 31st, whichever one Young Severman would like, me and him should do another collab. And we should talk about the best match of the year in multiple categories. We got, I'm actually sponsoring this bitch, by the way. We got the best male match of the year, 1v1. The best female match, 1v1. Best tag team match, 2v2 for man and woman. And last but not least, the one and only superstar of the year for our individual opinions. How do you feel about that, young sir?
You're going to hate my superstar of the year, but yes, I'm here for it.
It's going to be Oscar, but hey, we don't have to talk about that now. It's just a little seed we're planting. In 10 days, we'll see you, and we you know, it is what it is, you know. The Fiend match gets a fucking 2 for me, like, fuck. I'm not even going to fucking rate that shit like if it was an actual match. I was entertained until they fucking pulled that little fucking card on me. And I fucking hated the fact that every time someone hit somebody, the background, the flames would just pop up. Like, bitch, what the fuck are we doing, dog? Like, can we just let me see the match? Like, it fucking hurt my eyesight, and it's not fun, guys. It's not fucking fun. But, Sever, your rating for this match?
Oh, boy. This is the part where it's like, where I think it's good that we have your perspective on this because you're so passionate on it. I am at that point in my life to where I'm really questioning, like, have I just, like, am I getting to that point where, like, I'm outgrowing this shit? Like, when you cover, like, basketball as much as I do, and you get into, like, things like hustle and, like, energy and your heart or whatever. Like, we saw Jimmy Butler out there in the finals. That motherfucker was giving it all he had. And even though there were storylines that we, like, took from it, it was about, can Jimmy Butler will his way past LeBron and them? With this shit, it's like, who have they scripted to win to go into the next thing? Like, it's difficult for me to transition from a person physically trying their hardest to do something and a script. Like, it's difficult. Like, halfway in, I had to suspend my disbelief and say, just enjoy it. And I was having trouble doing that the whole night because I'm sitting here like, I can see that when AJ Styles is being thrown into a chair that's in between the turnbuckle, he's going elbow first. But then I hear the fucking commentator said, "Oh, right between the eyes," and I'm like, my guy. The slow motion replay is showing a motherfucker hitting his elbow into a chair, and you're telling me right between the eyes. So once I finally got to the point where I could suspend my disbelief and say, this is wrestling, this is like a 2 Chainz album, don't take it seriously, enjoy the ride. I'm like, okay, this is fun. Charlotte's back. Why the hell not? This is entertaining. This is fun. Then I see the motherfucking Fiend go out there and no sell, almost an RKO, no sell being punched in the face by Randy fucking Orton. But you're going to tell me he gets out-muscled by Randy Orton to get thrown into fire. This man, his entire gimmick is no selling injuries, but he got overpowered by Randy Orton to be caught on fire. Even the make-believe logic doesn't. You feel me? I'm sitting here like, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck am I watching?
Unless they come on fucking Monday or Friday and be like, hey, so like I'm not dead. I let you burn me. I let you burn me just to show you that you can be the apex predator. You could be as violent as you feel you can be. Like, I don't know. Fucking make some shit up. I don't fucking know. It's about to be fucking 12. Your fucking rating for this show overall?
3 worst pay-per-view of the year, and we've seen a lot of bad pay-per-views this year. This was the absolute worst.
And it's not helping because they literally just had the worst ratings for Raw and SmackDown, and they actually lost to AEW.
Did they?
They lost to AEW in a category, I believe. I don't remember what it was, but I do know that they did like they were pretty low. It was a historical milestone. It was on fucking Bleach Report, but I forgot
Really?
the number. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good on them. Good on them. Make a fucking show.
But the only thing I feel like they're gonna do is just have Stephanie and Shane and all of them come on and be like, hey, we fucked up, but you guys hold the keys. We're gonna change. Oh wait, fuck, never mind. That shit happened in 2017. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, with that all being said, my rating for this show is a solid 4, just because of some good matches in between. But it was still a really, really bad show. Overall, I do acknowledge the fact that wrestling is starting to disc grow on me, but I'm going to be as passionate as possible because that's what I do. I do not crumble into coal. I get squished and become the diamond that they hoped I can be. AKA that's the same line that Triple H used on Seth Rollins when before introducing his mystery opponent, which ended up being Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a couple years back.
Okay. Wasn't sure where you were going.
I don't even know why the fuck I just remembered that, but I remembered it, and that's important.
Yes.
The hustle that I do, the hustle that this man, Young Seven does, is the hustlest of the hustles. All right, guys? With that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. You want to add anything, good sir?
I hope next year in wrestling isn't as bad as this year was.
Okay, well, I am going to say that as long as next year starts with good ratings, we the people, will be like, hey, it was just 2020. You know, it was such a fucked up year. It was probably 2020 that happened and just, you know, made all these matches and made Vince McMahon or whoever's running the show decide to pull some crap like that. But that is none of our concern. We are just the consumers. We do not control that. That is why we're so opinion based, and that's the most important part, guys. Which is understandably, fire. But besides that, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys liked today's video, make sure you guys like the like button down below and subscribe to the channel to catch more videos like this. By the way, I haven't posted in like a week or two, and that's because I've been actually recording.